Optimism is often misunderstood as a form of idealism or naivety, as if it means living in a world of rainbows and unicorns where everything is perfect and nothing can go wrong. But in reality, optimism is grounded in a clear-eyed assessment of the challenges we face and a determination to find hope and possibility in the midst of these challenges. The metaphor of the glass being half full is a perfect illustration of this principle. It doesn't mean that we're ignoring the fact that the glass is not completely filled to the brim, or that there aren't problems or difficulties to contend with. Rather, it means we're choosing to focus on the positive, the fact that there is some liquid in the glass, and that there is still potential for it to be filled. This kind of optimism is not just a matter of positive thinking, it's also a matter of taking action. It means recognizing the challenges we face, but refusing to be defeated by them. It means looking for opportunities for growth and learning even in the midst of adversity. And it means working to create positive change even in the face of obstacles and challenges. Of course, this kind of optimism is not always easy. It requires practice, resilience, and a willingness to face the hard truths about ourselves and the world around us. But by cultivating a sense of hope and possibility, we can find strength to persevere through difficult times and the motivation to work towards a better and more equitable future. Negativity and cynicism can be prevalent on the internet, particularly in the realm of social media. This is partly due to the anonymity afforded by online platforms. People feel emboldened to express their most negative and critical opinions without fear of real-world consequences. Furthermore, the internet can be a breeding ground for echo chambers where people surround themselves with like-minded individuals and opinions, leading to a reinforcement of negative attitudes and beliefs. This can lead to a general sense of cynicism and pessimism about the world and humanity at large. It's important to remember that social media is a reflection of society at large, and the negativity we see online is not unique to the internet. Hateful and cynical views have always existed, but the internet has made them more visible and accessible. It's important to recognize that the internet can also be a force for positivity and optimism. Social media has been used to mobilize social justice movements and to spread positive messages of hope and encouragement. By making a conscious effort to seek out positive content and engage in constructive conversations online, we can help shift the prevailing culture towards one of optimism and possibility. It's true that social media can tend towards extremes, particularly when it comes to discussions around social justice and inclusivity. Online echo chambers and the ease of sharing extreme content can lead to a proliferation of hateful and cynical views towards social justice and progressive expansion. However, it's important to recognize that the vast majority of social media people are not extremists, and that there are many positive and constructive conversations happening online. By actively seeking this out, we can engage in constructive conversations with good faith, and we can help to counteract the negativity that sometimes dominates these spaces. It's important to approach discussions around social justice and inclusivity with an open mind and a willingness to listen to diverse perspectives. Whilst it's natural to feel defensive or attacked when our beliefs are challenged, it's important to remember that these discussions are essential for progress and growth. Ultimately, social media can be a powerful tool for social change, but it requires a conscious effort to engage constructively. Optimism seems to be making a resurgence amongst the younger generations, particularly in the context of social justice and activism. Many young people today are highly socially conscious and are deeply committed to creating a positive change in the world. One reason for this shift towards optimism may be the fact that younger people have grown up in a world of constant change and upheaval, with social, political, and environmental issues always in the forefront of their mind. This has led to a sense of urgency and desire to take action and make a difference. As previously mentioned, social media has made it easier than ever before to connect with like-minded individuals, and this has allowed the amplification of voices that have traditionally been marginalized. Young people are using social media to raise awareness of important issues and advocate for change, with hashtags like #MeToo, Black Lives Matter, and Climate Strike becoming powerful symbols of hope and possibility. While there is still much work to be done to create a more just and equitable world, the resurgence of optimism amongst the younger generations is certainly a cause for hope and encouragement. By harnessing the energy and passion of younger people, supporting and building upon their efforts to create positive change, we can all foster and entrench a more hopeful and equitable version of the future. Optimism is the most powerful tool in combating Doomerism, the sense of hopelessness and despair that can be set in when we feel overwhelmed by the problems facing the world. One reason for this is that optimism can help us reframe our perspective and focus on the positive aspects of the situation. Instead of feeling paralyzed by the enormity of the challenges we face, optimism encourages us to see the opportunities for growth, learning, and progress. One of the most underrated aspects of optimism is its ability to be contagious. When we approach problems with a sense of hope and possibility, we inspire others to do the same. This can create a ripple effect of positive change as more and more people become energized and motivated. Of course, it's important to note that optimism alone is not enough to solve the complex problems facing our world. It must be paired with action, concrete steps we can take to create positive change and build a better world. But by cultivating a sense of optimism and possibility, we can find the strength and resilience we need to persevere in the face of the journey ahead. Optimism is a mindset. While some people may be naturally more optimistic than others, optimism is ultimately a mindset that has to be cultivated and developed over time. It's not something that people are inherently born with or without, but rather a way of looking at the world that can be practiced and honed. In fact, research has shown that optimism is largely a learned behavior influenced by a wide range of factors, including our upbringing, life experiences, and the messages we receive from the world around us. This means that anyone can learn to be more optimistic regardless of their natural disposition or personality traits. So how do we cultivate a mindset of optimism? Here's a few key strategies that can be helpful. Practicing gratitude. Focusing on the positive aspects of our lives, even when things are difficult, can help to shift our mindset towards optimism. Take time each day to reflect on the things you're grateful for, no matter how small they may seem. Reframing negative thoughts. When faced with a difficult situation, try to reframe your thoughts in a more positive light. Instead of dwelling on the worst case scenario, focus on opportunities for growth and learning that the situation presents. And surrounding yourself with positivity. Seeking out positive people, media, experiences. This can inspire you and uplift your spirits. It can also help to counteract negativity and cynicism that sometimes dominate our thoughts and attitudes. By practicing these strategies and cultivating a mindset of optimism, we can learn to approach life with a sense of hope, even in the midst of adversity. And as we continue to practice and hone this mindset over time, we may find it becomes a more increasingly natural and integral part of who we are. As always, thank you for taking the time to watch or listen to my thoughts. I'm keen to hear your thoughts in the comments or on social media. Remember to be charitable to others' ideas, embrace those you love, and enjoy the beauty of nature while we can. Cheers! Catch you in the next one.